Hey guys, welcome to Make Mr. channel. Today we are here to discuss a very important damage mechanism, that's acid dew point corrosion. It's typically seen across the industry, chemical, petrochemical refinery, and it's very interesting. So let's start without any delay. uh, Basic understanding of the dew point. So first of all, we will understand what is the dew point temperature. So dew means these the small water particles, these we are calling dew or fast. So you have seen these dews in the winter days, when the nights are slightly colder and day are warmer, little warmer. So in the early morning on the grass you have seen these droplets of water, but in the night you seen everything is clear. When you comes in early morning, you see on the grass, on the leaves, or on the spider web, you see these droplets. They condense out from the air on these surfaces when the temperature goes below the dew point temperature. So first is to understand the dew point temperature. So dew point temperature is a temperature below which water vapor in a volume of air at constant pressure will condense into liquid water. So we know there is a certain amount of vapor, what moisture always remains in air, but when the temperature of per temperature, atmospheric temperature or surface temperature goes below the vapor, water vapor, uh, and then at constant pressure the liquid will condense, and the temperature at which air is saturated with moisture is dew point temperature. So at this temperature air will be saturated with full of moisture and it will get condensed on the surface. So dew point is a temperature to which air must be cooled to become saturated with water, and when it gets saturated with water it will get condensed on the surface. So these two examples you have seen. Third example is the glass of water. When a glass you will fill with some cold liquid like cold drink or iced tea or icy water, so you will see the outside of the glass there will be suddenly bubbles get formed. Earlier that was wet and dry, but when you put the water, it will get this air in the atmosphere, they cool down, because when you put icy water in the that surface temperature of this glass go down, and at the that surface temperature the air becomes nearby air becomes saturated and the moisture in the air get condensed on the water. So that's the basic philosophy of the dew point temperature and dew point condensation. Then there is a formula to calculate the dew point temperature for every stream. So because it can vary what is the constituent in our stream. Okay, so dew point temperature can be calculated by the T, which is a dry bulb temperature, minus 1000 minus relative humidity divided by 5, then this will be the dew point temperature. Okay, so now you have understood when the surface temperature of a metal goes below the saturated temperature, the the air or moisture in the stream gets saturated and condensed on the surface, and it will form such type of vapor water bubbles. Okay, so now how it relates with the corrosion mechanism. Now see, I have a gas stream which having some certain acid component like HCl in gaseous form, then S particles, some there will be some S particle, and some means gases like hydrocarbon. So unless and until it is in gaseous phase, it will not affect my metal at all. But see, this is my tube. When the temperature of tube go below the dew point temperature, then what will happen? The vapor, the moisture in the stream, that will start getting condensed on the surface. So that water in the stream, moisture in the stream get condensed, and parallelly what acidic components are there, that will also get condensed along with water because they are in the gaseous. And then when HCl is in gaseous form get condensed in a liquid form, then this will corrode my metal surface. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to, so this is a dew point temperature. At temperature below this, the water vapor get condensed. So what we have to do, we have to always maintain the temperature above this dew point temperature. So if we are maintaining our fluid temperature means gaseous, so this fluid basically dew point mechanism always occur in the vapor or gaseous streams. Okay, then only the condensation will happen, because liquid streams is already liquid, so there is no premise of dew point corrosion. Sometimes we are calling flue gas dew point corrosion. Okay, so this, now see this one, this is example of waste incinerator facility. So when this I am having in my incinerator facility waste means exhaust gases. The exhaust gases contains HCl gases with water vapors. Okay, so now at high temperature, exhaust temperature is 180 degree. So if we are maintaining the temperature above the dew point, so this will this hydrochloric acids always be in the form of gases, and they will not condense on the metal surface. So that's my system is safe. But when they go, the temperature get below the dew point temperature, we have to calculate the for specific stream what is the dew point. So when it will go below, at lower temperature the water vapors get condensed and HCl along with the hydrochloric acid which was earlier vapor, and that will cause the corrosion of the metal. Okay, so when our dew temperature is above dew point temperature, there will be no condensation. But when our temperature is less than dew point temperature, the condensed water vapors get condensed, and the corrosive species in the vapor stream also get condensed along with water and causing the corrosion. This is the basic mechanism. Now what are the affected materials? So basically carbon steel, low alloy steel and 300 stainless steel are affected. So here we can see pitting corrosion, general corrosion, swallow pittings in both carbon steel and low steel, and 300 steel we can see chloride stress corrosion cracking if my stream having the chlorides. See here what happened. First the water vapor got, when the dew point temperature of this tube gone below the temperature of stream gone below the dew point, first water get condensed, and when water get condensed, the acidic stream in the vapor also got condensed and formed the localized acid formation, and that corrodes the metal. See the damage, extent of the damage. So what are the critical factors? So critical factors that are the contaminants in the stream which can form acid. So concentration of contaminants like sulfur, nitrogen, chloride in fuel, and operating temperature of fuel gas metal surface defines the likelihood and severity of the corrosion. So if we are maintaining above the dew point, we are safe. So that's a critical factor. And all the fuels contain some amount of sulfur. See, all the fuel having certain amount of sulfur, sulfuric and sulfurous acid dew point corrosion occurs if metal temperature are below the dew point. So the stream having these gases, if my metal temperature gone below the dew point, this will cause. So they have also given the dew point of sulfuric acid depend on the concentration of the trioxide in the flue gas, but typically 140 degree. Okay, so the dew point of sulfurous, hydrogen, nitric acid, carbonic acid depend on the concentration. So the stream dew point of the stream depend on how much corrosive species are there in that stream. So concentration of SO2, HCl, NO2, CO2 in and on the water content of the flue gas, but they also occur typically at temperature lower than dew temperature. Hence, corrosion by these acids gases expected to occur only when surface temperature reached go below the dew point. So the key is we have to always maintain my surface temperature or metal temperature above the dew point. Okay, so what are the mitigation steps to avoid that such dew point corrosion? So first, the metallic surface at the back end of the boiler, foiler and stack, so we have to maintain the metallic metals or the piping or tubing at least 6 degree above the dew point. If my dew point temperature is 140 degrees, then I have to maintain temperature at least 146 degrees centigrade to avoid dew point condensation. That's important. See, for HRSGs, avoiding the use of 300 series. For heat recovery stream generators, we have to avoid the 300 series because feed water heater having chlorides, and that will cause the chloride stress corrosion cracking. And when water washing to remove, sometimes in process we are doing water washing to remove ash, solid, carbonates added, and final rinse at alkaline solution to neutralize the acid as concentration. So when we are doing water washing, we have to neutralize the acidic components by alkaline wash prior to taking the equipments in line. So the basic thing is, first of all, we need to calculate the dew point temperature of my stream, and we have to maintain plus dew point plus 6 degrees of temperature to avoid this dew point temperature at all. So hope my friends you will find this video useful and you have understood the basic mechanism of dew point corrosion. So this is a lecture series on corrosion. Already 17 videos are there in the lecture series from basics. So you watch, share with your friends, and like, subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.